Let me see how good it looks on the stream. I'm gonna check my stream just to make sure it's live. Okay, go back to my home. Click on my channel, So okay. Home. Click on my channel, my channel. So okay. Oh no, it's still at the bottom left, so it's just fine. Oh no, it's still at the bottom left. Also, Brooks, when I was box fighting with Large earlier, in the GB2, get the score we had to win. We had to go first to 10 by 2, which means you had like 2 points above the person if you get to whatever gets like 10 or something. Me and Large won 10-7 in a box fight match. Oh, and the funny thing is, Brooks, I'm not kidding. One of the people we went against had a Renegade Raider profile picture. So he obviously has Renegade Raider. I'm not kidding. Just wait for the. I'm just gonna wait for this match to be over. Oh, now it's letting me watch. Okay. So when you guys die, just don't go back to lobby. I can just ready up immediately. I least made it to Division 4 in Arena. Oh, Bricks, I can tell you, I can see the lag. Oh yeah, my ping goes up to like 50, low 50s, high 40s whenever I stream. I just realized that. Damn you, Ellie. Damn you, Ellie. I'm kidding. I was just missing over harbor jets. I was just missing all my harbor shots. You just started swinging her with a hammer. But I'm using a good pickaxe right now. Earlier today, I kind of felt nauseous playing Fortnite, and then I realized, oh, I didn't eat breakfast. You guys might want to hit the launch pad Bricks used. What if I killed Mongrel, he would screen controller player, and that's a fact. Wait, I just realized that. Oh yeah, I'm guessing everyone here is controller except for Bricks. I know Ellie is, but. Since I'm playing PC, if you're wondering what controller I have, I use the Xbox Elite CG Series 2. It's a pretty good controller. Ellie, as soon as you harpoon someone, I'm gonna say something funny. Okay, Bricks, how would you say, how good is my IGL skill? What? It stands for in-game leader. Like how smart my plays are for my team. What? Hold on, let me switch to E so I can hear you better. Nope, it's horse down. The dude on Bricks. He's dead. As soon as Bricks goes in a reboot form, he turns invisible on my screen. So Bricks, how would you rate my IGL skill? Yeah, I think you would rate it pretty high since my skills in IGL is really. I'm a very smart player when it comes to my team. Too bad, mother trucker. And just walks in. I know, it just walks in and she says that. Oh my god! As soon as Ellie actually got the mythic scar, then died. I'm ready up. Okay. So Brooks, now that I can hear you better, if you had to rate me now, what would my skill be as an IGL? No, I mean on a scale of 1 to 10. 69. Yeah. I mean, I knew it'd be a high number since I always pick very smart plays when it comes to the team. Yeah, is everyone gonna ready up? Waiting for. Did you get kicked? Bricks. Bricks, did you get kicked or something? I don't see you. Yeah, I'm just gonna head back to lobby. It's glitching for me. No joke. Every time I press B, it just loads me into a readying up phase. Ellie, can you ready up? It's glitching for me. I'm not kidding. Every time I try to go back to lobby, it just immediately puts me in the phase. Please ready up. I'm glitching. Oh my god, Ellie never readies up, I swear. I'm just saying this right now. It always takes like hours for her to ready up. Oh my. She left. Brick's ready up and then we're good. So what he has to say, he's talking to his mom. Hey Bricks. You're gonna be jealous of what I had for dinner. Arby's. Yeah. Yeah, Arby's is amazing. So they're having a deal going on, so I just got a free. They have a deal going on for 5 roast beef sandwiches for $10. So that's what we did for all of for 3 of us. Sure, but I can't go back to lobby. It's glitching. Yeah, set it to creative. I can't go back to lobby for some reason. It's being weird. Oh wait, I can do it on my mouse and maybe it could work. Nope. Set it to creative and please ready up. And be quick about it. I can't do anything. I'm having a spectator glitch. No joke. But he's trying to ready up. There we go. It's also. Okay, we're finding the next match. Are we doing creative or squads? Oof. That's what happens with every Fortnite game, you get second place then. Okay. Guys, are you in the actual game or in creative? Actually, no, we're in an actual game. Hi, Sith Trooper. Watch this, watch this. Okay, Bricks, look. Put your hands up. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air before I get your prostitute self back in that police car. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. We're going to the best landing spot, best landing spot. And version really early. Like usual, guys, I'm going the upgrade building first. Well, usual for Bricks at least. I always land the upgrade building. It's I already know, but Bricks last night. Okay, Bricks, did you realize last night I was playing Thomas the Train Ear Rape? Sorry about that. I just wanted to ear rape people. All of a sudden, just put Thomas the Train Ear Rape to my mic. Dun 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 dun. Okay, be careful, guys. Okay, I know there's a shotgun above me. Someone good? Bricks is picking. Bricks, nice job. You named on a kid. Wait, wait, you good? Okay, it doesn't look like it, but okay. Bricks, I'm gonna give you a big pot. Actually, no, you have slurp around you, never mind. I heard shooting. I'm gonna go after it if I hear it. Yo, who wants a green burst? I got a blue AR. Yeah, okay, so we already have 2 kills, right? Jeez, I'm getting stacked on blue loot. Okay. Boy, this dude just stood still. It had to have been a design, but I just stood still the whole map. The whole time I tried to kill him. Yo, does anyone got what? I'm gonna try to get a blue purple scar due to upgrades. Let's get it behind me. I just don't know. Okay. I knocked one. You good? So nice. Nice job. What? I don't know, like crawling or finding? Do you know where he is? Do you know where he is? I need stone if you have any. I'm trying to get a purple scar due to upgrade. I need like 30 metal too, so I can get metal easily though. You just have to break down buildings just to get stone. It's a little annoying when you land Slurpee. I'm really just trying to get 150 stone just so I can get an upgrade in. I'll take it. Scar, should I go for a scar attack for purple? I'm gonna go scar. Because controller player's aim assist. Aim assist is broken, so scar it is. I can give you your stone back. I'll give you half my stone in return. You're welcome. Bricks, have you seen the Thomas the Tank Engine video? Mother effers, come on, mother effers, come on. Okay, guys, we should probably rotate into. We should just rotate on the edge of Slurpee. Or should we not? Yeah, no, let's take the zip line up here. Take the zip line. We can rotate pretty far in the circle. It's over here. I'll mark it. It's where that ender marker is. That's where the zip line is located. Get an AR out just to try to laser people if you can. Jump off at the point we are. I'll tell you when to jump off. Now. Where are all the bad kids weep and cry because they suck at the game? All the kids that are noobs just suck at the game. Just cry here. It's called Weeping Woods for a reason, people. Yeah, let's see what's in that chest. I can hold the. I need to drink those minis, and I can use a big pot after. Can someone hold minis or no? Okay, good. I'm gonna hold an extra mini just in case because I'm I hold the mini because we need 2 people with minis. I have 2 medkits and 1 mini. We found a bandage bazooka though. I'm taking that because if Bricks says if you don't know me, Bricks can tell you this. I am a constant healer. I will heal the team no matter what. Like I'm mainly a medic from TF2. I thought I described myself in Fortnite. I'm a medic from TF2. No, let's not go there. I'm gonna break this all the way so I can get lots of stone. Don't go salty, don't go salty. We're gonna wait till circle actually closes in to see where we have to go next. I can hold that. That's my last med kit. Yeah, no, don't head to salty, just head over to that bridge. Head over to this bridge right here. And we can just... Okay, I'm gonna be a little behind. I'm just grinding up some mats real quick. Okay, there we go. I just got 99 brick. I got 99 brick, but Burke's ain't one. I'll just start rapping all of a sudden. Okay, I got extra minis. I'm at 4 minis now. Can you guys wait up for me a little? Also, we're gonna head to the bridge. What? Whenever you see a guy that has long hair, don't tell me this man doesn't look like Dora the Explorer. Rick showed me a picture. Rick's actually sent me a picture of this dude who literally looked like Dora the Explorer. I'm not kidding. Are you AFK or just doing something? Okay, Bricks. It's fine. It's fine. Bricks, did you actually have like that much ping? Bricks, do you have any heals or anything? Oh, Bricks is lagging. Versus people, just don't go for them. Dude, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. F it. Okay, I almost knocked one. This newbie is low. Ooh, I'll take that. Thank you so much, my friend. Nice. Oh, watch out. Something up here, something up here. Okay. Got him. Okay, I'm gonna build around us. We'll get his loot afterwards. I'll drop you a med kit. We gotta drop him I'll drop him a med kit. Bricks, why'd you... Take that. Okay, he had a purple pump as well, so if you want that, you can take it. You guys, I'm not kidding you. I'm gonna run a rapid fire SMG combo. The chest top of the house, I broke it. I don't know. Let's just ignore it. We're gonna see what's in this chest down here. Okay. I can hold that. What'd you find? Okay, nice. Oh. Okay, fine. I can hold extra minis, okay. Dude, wait. I can hold that. I can't hold that, actually. Brooks, I'll trade you something for the rocket launcher. Just kidding, I have a rapid fire SMG. I could dominate with that. Like, if I hit someone once with a 100 pump and just spray the rapid fire SMG, we're goated. Oh, Bendizuka. Someone hold my minis. Brooks, okay, Brooks, wait. Brooks, wait. Okay, we gotta start rushing it. Brooks, you gotta start waiting up for us. I'm being serious. It knocked up. Got him. I got him. Your boy. Boys, we got him. How many kills does it we have total? I usually have one Anderson. Yo, how many kills do we have total? Because I sometimes most of the time I have the wrong amount. We have 11 on my screen, so. There's a kid, but I don't know where he went. Russian. Frick is going on? Ah, dang. Catch him. Nice. Oh, got it. Take his loot. Bricks, what the hell? Oh, come on. Bricks, why were you rushing in without us? Like, I'm being serious. But also, whenever we were, you just rushed in with. Honestly, also you gotta tell us when you're rushing in. Got it.
After all these years and so many sequels, it can be hard to remember what really happened in all the Friday the 13th movies. Let's take a deep dive into Crystal Lake and map out the entire gruesome story. What's the worst that can happen? In the original Friday the 13th, audiences first heard the sad, sinister story of young Jason Voorhees. He drowned at Camp Crystal Lake in 1958 after two counselors took their eyes off the boys to go have some sexy time. Those two counselors were murdered, and the camp was subsequently shuttered. The camp reopens 2 decades later, but it still has a reputation for murder and mayhem, and rightly so. Meet Annie, freshly hired as a camp counselor. She hitchhikes to Crystal Lake, opting to ignore the warnings of Crazy Ralph, a generic townie who asks if she's going to Camp Blood.
Never come back again. Shut up, Ralph. It's got a death curse.
But maybe Crazy Ralph isn't so crazy after all. Annie is chased through the woods by an unseen assailant and brutally murdered, and she's just one of several counselors to meet a grisly end. It turns out Jason Voorhees isn't the killer in the first installment. The murderer is his mom, Pamela, who doesn't want the camp reopened because of her son's death. 20 years of grief have curdled into madness, and Mrs. Voorhees hears her son's voice urging her to kill. Fortunately, an intrepid camp counselor named Alice decapitates Pamela Voorhees, and that's the end of this particular bad mama. At the end of the film, Alice has a nightmare in which she's attacked by the rotting corpse of young Jason Voorhees. It's surely one of the greatest jump scares of all time. Alice swears it wasn't a dream, but police say they never found a body. Strange, isn't it? Friday the 13th Part 2 kicks off 2 months after the events of the first film. We learn that Alice is still haunted by the night she killed Pamela Voorhees. Little does she know that Jason is still alive, and he's been living out in the woods. Jason tracks down
Women tell all.
Alice and totally kills her, but not before stashing Mrs. Voorhees' head in the fridge. As you might already know, Jason's trademark hockey mask doesn't make an appearance until the 3rd installment of the franchise. Instead, we get sackcloth Jason, and here's how that plays out. This time, Jason is going after a whole bunch of camp counselors in training.
Great to have you all here at a new counselor training center.
Clearly, the legend of Jason Voorhees has grown over the years, which we learned during a bone-chilling exposition dump, courtesy of head counselor Paul.
I'm gonna give it. I love this
CK everyone.
After decades of Freddy Krueger movies, it's easy to forget where this killer came from and why he became so iconic. So we're taking a deep dive into the man behind the 3rd-degree burns. From his monstrous conception to his showdown with Jason, here's Freddy Krueger's backstory explained. Things were never going to be easy for Frederick Charles Krueger. As chronicled in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, his mother, Amanda Krueger, was better known by her chosen name, Sister Mary Helena.
It is an abomination to God and to men.
As a nun, she worked at the Hathaway House, an asylum for the criminally deranged. A few days before Christmas 1941, Amanda found herself the victim of a mix-up. She was locked inside the building when the guards went home for the long weekend, leaving the high-security hospital unattended. By the time she was found, she'd suffered a series of horrendous attacks at the hands of the inmates and was pregnant with
the bastard son of 100 maniacs.
9 months later, a bouncing baby Freddy was born. Never one to catch a break, he was adopted by an abusive alcoholic named Mr. Underwood. What followed was, predictably, sort of a huge nightmare. Understandably, Freddy was a troubled child. His adopted dad was drunk all the time and seemed to take a great deal of joy in beating his young ward with a belt. At school, Freddy was taunted mercilessly for his heritage. He started to exhibit the telltale signs of a fictional serial killer, killing the class hamster and getting a kick out of cutting himself with a straight razor. Sadly, young Frederick never experienced a personal metamorphosis, and on one particularly unfortunate day, unable to stomach the constant tirade of abuse from his adoptive dad, Freddy jammed his razor blade deep into the eye socket of his father figure. It could be argued that this was where any hopes of a happy life died, and the Springwood slasher was born. The events of Freddy's young adult life are murky, and it's not clear whether or not he ever faced any legal consequences for killing Mr. Underwood. What is known is that by his mid-20s, Fred Krueger was in the family way. He had married a woman named Loretta, who gave birth to a daughter, Catherine. Together, they lived what was, to the casual observer, a simple, happy family life. Lying just beneath the surface, however, was a dark secret. Freddy, unable to stem his unquenchable bloodlust, had constructed a secret room in the family's suburban home. Inside, he kept a series of homemade weapons, newspaper clippings, and memorabilia from his off-hours hobby, which was slaughtering the children of Springwood, Ohio, as a mysterious killer known as the Springwood Slasher.
But I made them pay. I took all their children away from them.
Marriages, if nothing else, based on trust, and the Kruger's home life hit a speed bump when Loretta discovered Freddy's macabre man cave. Freddy killed his wife in front of their young daughter, was arrested for the deaths of numerous local children, and Catherine was put into foster care under a new...
You're not a dish. You're a man. Most name brand bars and body washes you rub on
new name. The arrest and subsequent trial of Fred Krueger sparked high tempers in the good folks of Springwood. The evidence condemning the Springwood slasher was damning, and justice for the roughly 24 children who died by his beknifed hand lay on the line. Unfortunately, thanks to a misplaced signature and a drunken judge, Krueger was set free, despite clearly being guilty.
The lawyers got fat and the judge got famous, but somebody forgot to sign the search warrant in the right place, and Krueger was free just like that.
The parents of Springwood, however, were less than inclined to follow suit. The good folks of Springwood formed an old-fashioned vigilante mob, trapping Fred and soaking him in gasoline before lighting him on fire. Little did they know that, as they watched the building burn to the ground, Krueger was being approached by dream demons. These supernatural entities offered Krueger the opportunity to carry on his sadistic ways indefinitely as their otherworldly antagonistic agent.
We know what you want. I want it all! Of course you do.
Open up.
And you shall be
Forever.
Krueger became a denizen of the dream realm, a plane of existence where human subconscious thought takes place. While there, he had the ability to manipulate reality and affect unconscious humans, as long as he was still remembered and feared in the real world. His control over the dream world seemed just about unlimited. He could change his shape, move objects telepathically, and warp the physical manifestations of dreamers. Additionally, any damage that Freddy caused in a dream also happened in the real world. Blended into a geyser of blood and viscera in your nightmare, your parents are in for a double dose of tragedy as your death goes unexplained, and then never to resell your otherwise lightly used mattress. Being on the Dream Demon payroll has plenty of pluses, but it's not without some downsides. For one, you're pretty well stuck in the dream realm, a supernatural blend of the collective unconscious. Re-entering the physical plane leads to nothing but trouble for Mr. Krueger, who becomes susceptible to pain and even death.
Kids.
In the meantime, life in the dream realm can be every bit as frustrating. Generally speaking, Freddy can only consume the souls of the residents of Springwood, barring outside intervention. Even then, the powers only work when the good folks of Springwood harbor a healthy level of active fear regarding Elm Street's favorite burn victim. If nobody remembers Freddy, he's nothing more than a bad dream. 13 years after his unholy baptism baptism by fire, Freddy made his first known appearance in the form we've all come to know and lose sleep over in A Nightmare on Elm Street. With his sick new menagerie of superpowers, he began to haunt the dreams of the children of Springwood. With vengeance for his death and skullduggery in his heart, he got down to the business of gruesome child killing. The first to go was Tina, who started off the story proper with a bad dream about a disfigured, claw-handed man pursuing her through a boiler room. Tina made the age-old mistake of being a romantically active teenager in a horror film, and she paid for it in the form of a Dreamworld glove slashing. Freddy would go on to drop Rod, Tina's boyfriend, with a swift strangulation, as well as Glenn, our hero Nancy's beau. Nancy, meanwhile, managed to beat back the nefarious killer, using nothing but her wit and her will.
I take back every bit of energy I gave you. You're nothing.
Or did she? At the end of the film, she certainly seemed to lose out while Kruger played evil Knight Rider.
Today I'm reviewing Manscaped's newest launch, which is the Lawnmower 3.0.
This is when it comes in, when you first get it, I really like the black and gold trim. Aesthetics from a packaging point of view, it looks great. You'll see that you get a little message in here. It says your balls will thank you. And you can already tell that the device is much different looking than the 2.0.
The 3.0 comes with a nice little LED light on it. The LED light is really important for places that you just can't see well, specifically the pubes and your sack. It's hard to see sometimes, so with the light, it just helps give you extra, visibility into what you're trimming, so you don't nick your sack and connect. One of my favorite new upgrades, and it's such a game changer, is the new charging dock. And I really think it complements any bathroom sink. You can just put it on there, and you can just plop this thing in, and you don't have to worry about it. It looks really nice. As a full body trimmer, I do recommend the 3.0. So your back, your chest, your pubes, your sack.
This is a brief history of B&H, everyone's favorite photo and video store. The year was 1973. The Mets went to the World Series. The first cell phone call was made. And Bleamy and Herman opened a specialty photography shop at 17 Warren Street, New York City. They had a simple philosophy.
Be honest, treat people right, and they will come back.
Thanks, Irving. Also, free candy. And it worked. Over the next 20 years, we expanded and moved to West 17th Street, then 34th Street and 9th Avenue, and added more products. Lighting, binoculars, telescopes, audio, video, tripods, computers, printers, mobile televisions, projectors, drones, and even more free candy.
Monster, and for one brief entry in the franchise, a little more of a metaphor for repressed romantic feelings between teenage boys.
Something is trying to get inside my body. Yeah, she's female and she's waiting for you in the cabana. And you want to sleep with me.
The main character, Jesse, was an adolescent boy who moved into Nancy's old house on Elm Street. Rather than haunting the kid's dreams, Kruger would straight up possess the lad, eventually taking over his body and physically manifesting in his burned up form. The forces of something eventually won the day, and Freddy was sent back to the unconscious realm. It's certainly a cult classic, but not necessarily a classic. Freddy was back to his old shenanigans in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. All of the children of Elm Street had either been killed or driven mad, with the survivors living together in an asylum. Only, there was a twist! The residents of the asylum were brought together by none other than Nancy Thompson from the first movie, now working in the hospital while researching dreams for graduate school. One of the patients, young Kristen Parker, had the ability to pull other people into her dreams, but the folks inside were granted superpowers. Freddy, it turned out, could be defeated if his bones were buried and sanctified, which was something the good guys learned from the ghosts of his dead mother. Freddy wound up down for the count thanks to a hasty burial, and nobody ever heard from him again. Only they did. A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, saw Freddy's return as Nightmare on Elm Street sequels usually do. Here, he bounced back in a big way and put down all those pesky kids from Dream Warriors like he was living some Scooby-Doo villain's power fantasy. He was taken down by Alice Johnson, a teenage sleep messiah and, quote, Dream Master, capable of manipulating good dreams the way Freddy controlled the bad.
How do you handle your nightmares?
My mom taught me.
Amazingly, birth himself from the spirit of his dead mother in the 5th film, the Dream Child. He then tried possessing Alice's unborn baby, but he wound up reverting back to infancy and was reabsorbed by his ghost mom. All of which brings us to Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. Set years after the previous films in a Biff Tannen-esque future where Freddy finally achieved his goals, the movie takes place in a Springwood devoid of youth thanks to the knife-handed maniac. By the time the credits rolled, Freddy was reunited with his long-lost daughter, who pulled him into the physical world and gave him a thorough stabbing, sending Krueger to hell once and for all. Ish. These days, any brand-friendly fictional character worth their salt has been revamped, rebooted, and reimagined at least half a dozen times. Freddy Krueger managed to get a head start on the trend with the decidedly bananas Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Released in 1994, back when fourth walls were still considered to be generally load-bearing, New Nightmare posited that an embodiment of evil could be contained within the essence of a fictional character, and that the concept of Freddy Krueger had become the home of one such entity. Within the film, this supernatural force broke free of the confines of the fictional world, wreaking havoc on the production of a proposed new Nightmare on Elm Street entry, and attacking the real-world people involved in creating the series.
She's been held captive.
Left and squashed by the crossover, a sequel comic was released a few years later, and it added one thing that can, mathematically, only improve on as a product sprinkled in liberally: Bruce Campbell. The 2007 miniseries Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash is difficult not to love. Out from the self-aware 90s and the kind of a drag early 2000s came the dark age of gritty, ill-received reboots. And lo, there was 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street, jumping in at the tail end of that couple of years when superheroes weren't quite 100% viable money-printing machines and nostalgia still seemed like the Hollywood team to beat. The Nightmare on Elm Street reboot had all of the hallmarks of its time: heavily colored filter, devoid of comic relief, and starring a lead actor who was probably too good for the material. It spoke its truth. Hey, it seemed to say to the world. What if Freddy Krueger, generally the only person in these movies who seems to be having a good time, was just gross and creepy and looked like a goal for Fallout 3?
How's this for a wet dream?
And audiences responded with a mighty, who cares? The movie was a box office disappointment, and it somehow managed to nab a lower Rotten Tomatoes score than the great American cash grab that was Freddy vs. Jason. Positive aspects included some genuinely unsettling nightmare sequences. Less defensible points in the film were pretty much everything else. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and to the bell so you don't miss a single one.
70% of women stated that they want a man that trims his balls, because nobody wants a bush on it. Nobody wants to go on a scavenger hunt to have to find it. Think about the optical.
Oh, nothing's perfect the first go around. Hey y'all, Scott here. All I've got in my pocket is a receipt for a Hungry Man meal. Does it look like I'm doing okay? I really need something to make me realize, God, I could be doing a whole lot worse. I could be 13 and the only games I have to play are first-person shooters for the DS. Why does this keep happening to me? Yeah, you can get laid on the go. Call of Duty is everybody's favorite best-selling first-person war shooter franchise. I've been on Wikipedia. Call of Duty was and still is a giant. But I'd argue it was truly at its biggest during the Xbox 360 PlayStation 3 era. That was when you couldn't escape it. Everybody was playing the single player, the multiplayer each and every year when a new one came out. That's probably why there was so much negativity surrounding the franchise for a while there. Everybody hated this series back then, but now, I think most stopped caring. It was all because it was the trendy game back then, the one everybody was playing, and you should know by now many video game fans will hate a game just because it's popular. It still does insanely well every year, topping the charts, but Call of Duty doesn't get talked about nearly as much. It's not really the trendy game anymore. It's more so just an inevitability. The Call of Duty comes out every year. A lot of people will play it because, oh, the new Call of Duty came out. A year passes, the next one comes out. The people who play it, and then you have those who originally wouldn't be caught dead playing a Call of Duty, not caring about the fact new games come out every year because, like, there's nothing they can do about it. It's kind of like measles. Like, yeah, you don't like it, but you're gonna do anything about it? No. But during the 360 and PS3 days, these games were the biggest deals out there. Every kid on the playground wanted these games with ding, ding, ding. Now, of course, if you wanted the true experience, you had to get these games on either the PC, Xbox 360, or PlayStation 3. If you wanted one of the games 5 years after they released, you get them on a Mac. If you didn't have any of these systems and only had a Wii, well, Wii versions of these games were okay overall. They were graphically downgraded, lacked some content, didn't have the same online community, but I'm surprised how many people will still defend these games. You get a level of precision and embarrassment from using the Wii Remote's pointer that you simply can't achieve on standard controllers. But most people would agree these games go below the others. But if you didn't have a Wii, a developer was playing Brain Age and said, oh, Call of Duty. I mean, come on, it only made sense. 2 screens, an Xbox, and the DS was made for these games. I find it weird how every mainline Call of Duty, from Call of Duty 4 all the way to Modern Warfare 3, got DS versions. The Wii skipped out on Modern Warfare 2. The PSP only got one Call of Duty game, and it was a spin-off from Call of Duty 3 back when the series wasn't nearly as popular. What about the successor to the DS, the 3DS? It got no such thing called a Call of Duty. These versions must have done pretty well and or were easy and cheap to produce if they didn't skip a single beat. I mean, they all came out the exact same day as the console versions. Like, they were serious about these games. Well, now I can finally say I played 2 versions of Call of Duty 4. Let's pile through these and take them on a test drive. So all the Call of Duty games for the DS were developed by N-Space. You may know them for Geist, right? Please respond. During the DS era, they were the kings of making first-person shooters for the platform. If you wanted an FPS on the DS, you called N-Space. Their phones must have been going off the fucking hook. So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is pretty much a bizarro take on the console versions. It has similar beats, but it kind of does its own thing, which, I mean, they could have at least taken the story from the console versions. They could have taken a lot from the console version, but they decided to make their own shitty version of Call of Duty. Yeah, the Call of Duty DS developers, yeah, those guys have integrity. I gotta hand it to them. It looks like fucking shit, but that's only because of the console it's on. Like, they make the most of being on a console some people used as a cookbook. These are relatively easy to decipher. It's not hard to look at. It just looks outdated and sad. But that's just how it looks. How do you play a first-person shooter on a this? So we have a single D-pad. Everything's in order so far. You can't play Call of Duty without a D-pad. This is how things are working. We move with the D-pad, aim with the touchscreen, shoot with the shoulder button, and if you have no clue what this thing is, and more so use this thing to right, then you can move with the face button instead. This control scheme isn't the worst. Like, for what it is, it's fine. It works, but it's a control scheme created out of limitations. Nobody says, this is great. I feel like I'm taking notes. And that's all you can really say about Modern Warfare on the DS. It works, and that's about it. They have these puzzles you use the touchscreen on, like it's time to disarm a bomb. Did you bring your DS stylus? I honestly kind of like these things. I got a little bummed out when I finished one because I meant I had to play the game. Other than that, I gotta be honest, I'm really scraping for things to say at this point. I fell through the floor and gave up 40 minutes in. See, this is the kind of game that's fine, but you just feel like a fucking loser for playing. Did they Photoshop the screenshots on the back? This is not what the game looks like. Well, hopefully World of War picks up the slack. This is the same game. I really can't tell the difference between these two. Is that bad? Listen, I may be known as the resident doesn't really play Call of Duty player, but I can at least generally tell the difference between the games, and I would probably assume this was World of War. But if you told me this was the bonus jungle stage of Modern Warfare 3, I would nod my head like crazy. We don't have landmine disarming mini-games on the touchscreen. I really wish they'd make more use of the DS's microphone. I always wanted to disarm a bomb by yelling at it. So Modern Warfare featured local multiplayer for you to play with all your friends on the bus, but no online. World of War fixes that problem gracefully. You gotta be kidding me. You might want to be sitting for this, but World of War DS doesn't work online anymore. Well, my weekends. The next year, N-Space returned with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Scratch that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Mobilize. Listen, I get putting a subtitle on it because this is a separate entity from the actual Modern Warfare 2, but why drop the 2? Well, online multiplayer's back. Is it currently online? Give me a B. Give me an ocean. Bullshit. I do have to say, the games do improve as time goes on. It's obvious N-Space is really getting a knack for putting large-scale first-person shooters on the DS. The only problem is, they're on the DS. The games consistently keep running better, they look better, AI and design keeps improving. It's really nice to see, but there's only so much you can do with this thing. Look at the difficulty select. Each one is represented by this guy at different stages of chewing. Now with Black Ops, we have a glorious moment for society. They include a new option when it comes to controlling the game. I've had a Nintendo 3DS capture card for about a year now. You connect it to your computer with a USB cable.
Why don't you get laid down?
No.
Here and on the computer screen. No hassle. Let you know how things are.
Okay, I'll stay up too late. Okay. Okay. I'll stay up too late.
Okay, I don't remember my Steam password either.
You don't remember it? Reset it.
Okay.
You don't know if you come?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do own every single one of these games legally, and I don't think Activision is sitting there going, that son of a bitch, for downloading ROMs for Call of Duty World of War on the DS. I'm pretty sure somebody called Stalin existed. I heard he was pretty bad, but sure. I ganked Call of Duty games from the DS. Save a spot for me down there. But playing these games on a computer is wretched. To simulate using the touchscreen, you have to click down on the bottom screen and swim around. You have to do this the entire time to aim. It's horrid. It's like this for the first 3 games. This is the only way you can control it. But with Black Ops moving forward, they give you the option to use the D-pad to move the base buttons to aim. So all we have to do is pair a Bluetooth controller, map the buttons to the analog sticks,
You have a drink in there, don't you?
Black Ops DS like
a regular
Okay, get it?
Which one is it?
I still feel like a fucking loser
Which one is
playing
it?
this. Yes, Black Ops
Which
is
one
a
is
bit
it?
more on the playable side of things.
Hold up, what was the code?
On a normal DS, it's
Oh.
one of the best ones so
Show
far.
me the
And
code.
move on to Modern Warfare 3. Defiance, okay,
No.
I gotta ask, so
D,
these two you had subtitles,
G,
this one you took out the
6,
number,
G.
and then this one you brought it back. Why didn't any journalists ask Activision about the point of that? Also, what the hell kind of a logo type screen is this? But, yeah, it's probably the best one of the bunch. I don't know. Call of Duty games on DS are totally worth it, not in terms of monetary value, but more so in terms of what you get out of it. If anything at all, there are incredibly interesting parts of the Nintendo DS life. I'm not trying to downplay any of N-Space's accomplishments with these titles. It's seriously impressive they can create a Call of Duty experience 5 times in a row without skimping on the quality all too much. They legitimately did the best they really could with the DS hardware. The fact they got full-blown original campaigns with voice acting and online/local multiplayer on most, it shows they really cared. This wasn't some throwaway product to simply get Call of Duty on the DS. This was really about supplying DS owners with legitimate first-person shooters. Back in the day, I'd say these were solid pickups for DS fans if you wanted a first-person shooter on the go or just wanted more Call of Duty.
Night.
These weren't bad at all.
Okay.
The problem is, it's 2019 and there is no reason to play these other than for novelty purposes. They aren't fun or interesting on their own if we're picking them up. The only reason you ever want to play these now is because it's Call of Duty on the DS. This must be terrible. You then play it and go, God, that wasn't bad at all. That was just depressingly okay. I wish I could say more about these games, but to be honest, play an hour of one of these games, you can play the entirety of them all. There's no real reason to play these today other than for novelty purposes, and even then, none of these games are so bad they're good or all too interesting, to be honest. However, these games bring me back to a wonderful time where developers wanted to put games like Call of Duty on hardware that had absolutely no business running it. It's honestly astonishing they could get games like this to run on the DS. The visuals and sound are pretty bad by today's standards, but for the DS, they are fantastic. The controls work, and these games have quite a bit to them all. But I'll be dead in the grave if somebody ever catches me playing Call of Duty on the DS. Oh, the past 9 minutes? No, of course I wasn't playing Call of Duty on the DS. I was just scratching 2 brownies with a toothpick. Why would I be playing Call of Duty on the DS? I would look like an idiot.
Another code.
What?
Another code.
Another code?
Yeah.
Sexier when you miss.
I'm on a different computer.
All of a sudden you get this boost of confidence. I go to the barber every 2 weeks to make sure my fade is nice and crisp. The same goes for a fresh feeling below the belt. That's what I do every week or 2 weeks. I trim down there to make sure it's our lawnmower 3.0. It is the best trimmer in the market for manscaping, period. Because of the technology we put in the trimmer. We bumped up the RPMs to 7,000 RPMs. It doesn't matter how massive and coarse the bush down there is. This lawnmower 3.0 with ease will trim
Okay,
Ready.
5YDYD.
We have a special offer which is called our Perfect Package 3.0. So not only are you going to get the new lawnmower,
5YDYD.
5YDYD.
ID.
YD.
ID.
No, Y. 2 Y's, 2 D's. Or 3 D's. DYD. 5YDYD.
That's what I typed.
Yeah. Okay, good night. Don't stay up too late.